Alright, shoutouts to your boy Changeling, aka Third Digit, giving me all the tips for audio, making sure that this sounds nice. No, actually what I'm doing in this video instead is finding a way to route my audio through Voicemeeter Banana, do some compression, do some limiting, make sure that there's a gate properly set up on the microphone itself. That way I can just plug it directly into Audacity, hit record, and be good to go across any time that I use this mic right here. So here we go with video number 20. So what have I done so far and what do I have in front of me? So far I've put out 19 videos reviewing 23 items out of this bundle. Total review time so far has been 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 15 seconds. So far this channel has enough gas to put out a video every weekday for the next 6 years, 17 weeks, and 4 days. If I make one review every single day and only upload them on weekdays to make more of a buffer in case I take a vacation or some time away from my computer, that would take 4 years and 27 weeks of writing, recording, and editing every single day to get through this bundle. Obviously, some of those items will be in multiple item days, such as the book club we did last week, and maybe music days will be a multiple thing to do in one video as well. Then again, I hate music review videos. Who's to say that the music you enjoy is better than mine, or vice versa? If you jam, then jam on, my friend. I am personally up for this challenge. I just need the Doom soundtrack and a lot of fast electronic music to power me through these scripts. This is going to be the first arcade game I've talked about in a while. I've looked out in the last few videos that have all been fairly big, complicated games that have a lot of substance to them. The game I'm talking about today is Laza Knights, a 1 to 4 player arcade game where you and your friends play as space knights in some sort of interstellar jousting match. Every player has their own color and they all run into each other trying to take away the other player's lives. The player also has the power to shoot a beam out of their lance and shoot down their other opponents, either using quick low powered shots or wait for the lance to power up and you get a more powerful one-shot knockout. Also, if you're playing on an Xbox controller, the 2 shoulder buttons allow you to sort of slide turn and lets you bank harder one side or the other. There are power-ups that the players can pick up along the way. Things that give you rapid fire quick shots, speed boosts that double your speed, wide shots that turn your shots into shotgun blasts, a sweeping laser that slows you down and halves your turning speed, but shoots a beam that stretches all the way across the map and one shot kills the other players. There's also a stop and pivot item that halts your movement, but all of your shots are the stronger shots. This is great for early game, picking people off one at a time, but in late game, it makes you a sitting duck for people to just run into you and take your life away. And then there's a reverse item as well, where you go backwards instead. I hesitate to call this one a power-up because it takes away all your lance's ability to run into people and lets other people approach you without worrying about where your lance is. Next up, we have the map. You aren't stuck in sort of the bounds of this map. Instead, it's one of those situations where if you reach one side of the map, you are immediately taken to the other side of the map. This can lead into some interesting strategies where you can plan what angle you're going to grab an item and then unload it once you pass the edge of the map. Or sometimes instead of picking up an item and then turning to face the inside of the map, you may leave the map and come in already facing the right direction and using the item right away. The game doesn't really get in the way of you having a fun time either. This isn't like the game CMYK where the controls have a bad feel to them and don't follow what you want them to do. This game works perfectly. There wasn't a single time where I felt as though the game didn't listen to what I was doing. Perfect. This game is a great short session game. If you enjoy just quick, easy arcade games that you can pick up, play for a while, and then walk away, then this game is a great addition to your library. I found myself sort of drifting off into the game and letting the world sort of fall away around me. Senses sort of dialing in. I was falling into the zone with this game. The one where you say when you die, okay, all right, just one more, and then you do that another 10 times. And then finally, when you beat your personal best, you're able to take a step away, stretch, and move on to something different. Feeling proud for yourself that you just got a little bit better at the game. Or walking away in frustration because someone just pulled a dumb move and killed you right before you were able to tie your personal best. The game actually has a fairly interesting story behind it. Not the story inside the game. There is no story inside the game. It's just an arcade. No, what I'm talking about is the fact that when this game launched back in 2014, the developer of the game, Glitch App, released the game at $100, but for the first 5 years, the game was 98% off, meaning that the game was just $2. So until October 2019, it was on sale, and now the game is back up to $100. But obviously, this isn't the case in practical terms. Obviously, I didn't pay $100 for this game. It came in a bundle with 1,700 items for $5. I obviously wouldn't recommend this game at $100. What I would recommend is to see when the game is a part of another bundle. Currently, actually, it's a part of the Palestinian aid bundle. Again, around another $5. Go pick it up. If you want more of the story of why this game was $100, there's an article on Kotaku that is linked in the store page. I'll also add the link to the description down below. All in all, this is a good couch co-op game that maybe now that the world is going back to normal, when you have friends over, you can gather around the TV, grab a controller and just play a couple rounds. Or you know what, actually, what you could do as well is probably on a LAN party thing, like a bunch of people gathered around one computer. That could be fun. Let me know what you thought about this game if you played it. Is there other games similar to this one that you think I should try? Let me know in the comments. In the meantime, dear squire, I shall ride my mighty steed into the wild and vanquish those who wish me ill. You stay here and do the YouTube dance. Sub, comment, hit the bell icon, and maybe even save your YouTube bookmark as your subscription page. This has been Mummified telling you to keep digging, friends, and we'll make it out sometime. See you in the next one.